Alright, what's up, yins, guys? I'm going to do a video here. And I heard this on the radio news and the TV news more than once, and it should be addressed. I know a lot of yins guys watching probably don't fall for this and you laugh about it, but there's a lot of people that do. So it's good to actually spread the word, and I'm going to say something kind of funny, what I think too. But people pretending to be the IRS and calling people, okay, and then people were actually falling for it and sending them like large amounts of money, and usually through some kind of thing that can't be traced. And you know the IRS doesn't do this, but yet people will fall for it. There's something else they use that's like MoneyGram or like Western Union, but I forget what the hell the name is, and they'll ask for you to pay for them through that, and you know the IRS don't do that, but there were people that fell for this, okay, and I saw in the news, one of them was a priest, and then there was a couple other people. A lot of times older people will fall for it, and they call threatening you or whatever, but yeah, they'll always send you a letter, and usually the real IRS, they'll send you a letter. And even if you don't trust the letter, you could call the IRS yourself, which if I were you, I'd do that. But a lot of times when you get the letter, they know exactly what you didn't file. Like, for example, if you had more than one job, like a particular year, and say you weren't at this job that long, or whatever excuse you have, you decided, oh, I'm going to go ahead and file this. You know, I'll file the W-2 that came for the job I was there the longest. That other job, oh, it don't matter, or whatever the hell. And then you just don't bother to do it, and then a few years later, the IRS will come back and, you know, they'll say, oh, you owe them or whatever, and then usually you call them, make sure it's the IRS. And but you get somebody that calls on the phone, they don't know nothing about your business, and maybe they have some foreign accent or whatever the hell. And the news said a lot of people don't know this, but they will never call you on a telephone. But there are people that fall for this shit. And for some of you guys watching, I can tell you, if you guys get a call like this, basically anything goes. You can talk to them any way you please, which would be the fun thing. And if there's any yins like that watching this video, like maybe any trolls, that it would be like your style, like if you troll people anyway and they'll say lewd things. If somebody calls you pretending to be IRS and you answer it, even maybe I'm not quite like that, but if you're like that, really, you can say any damn thing you want. You can tell people, you can curse them out, you can say lewd things to them, or you can say some kind of, you can say basically any damn thing you want. I mean, leave it up to your imagination, because they ain't the IRS anyway. They're somebody from who knows where, and thinking that you're going to pay them some kind of money through some kind of untraceable thing, you know, and like I said, people do fall for it. You can talk to them any way you want. You could talk lewd. You could say, whether you're gay or straight, you could say some kind of shit. You could even tell them if you want that you're masturbating, or because they're not the IRS. They're just some con person and con man or con woman on the other end, you know, from some other country, or who the hell knows where. You don't even know what country they're from. So what I'm saying is you could basically talk to them any way you please and just laugh about it, which is the good thing. I mean, if you guys want, you could make a comment on this video and say what you think, you know, what you would say. But basically, you can leave it up to your imagination. I mean, because they're not the IRS, you can say any damn thing that you want, because the IRS does not call you, and they are trying to tell people, whether it's through news media or whatever, do not give them people no money, you know. But that would be my message right now. If they call you, say any damn thing you want, and if you're that lewd, go for it, because they're not the IRS. But above all, tell your family or friends or anybody, any old people that you know or any of your friends. I mean, even if you have to have a campaign in your own town, send a bunch of papers or brochures or something to people, or any kind of note, any kind of way. Spread the word. Do not do it, because nobody deserves to have their money taken that way. As a matter of fact, if you're somebody on a video that don't like my videos and you troll me and you want to say rotten things to me and all that. Believe it or not, no matter what you say to me or dislike me, I believe myself that you do not, even if you're an internet troll, you do not deserve to have your money stolen. But I am saying that a lot of you guys are probably smarter than that anyway. But I don't care who it is. You don't deserve money stolen that way. I mean, or even somebody you don't like that's a total dipshit or a total asshole that maybe is older than you or don't know these things, that don't know tech, and they're just afraid. Even people you don't like just don't deserve that shit. You know what I mean? Maybe they're giving up their last money because they're afraid they're going to go to jail. That shit ain't right. Take advantage of people like that so that they can go get themselves a handful of money and spend it on God knows what. But whether they spend it on drugs or spend it on a lavish lifestyle, or maybe if they're getting a lot of money off of people that way at a high level, they could be financing even terrorism or whatever the hell. You just never know what the hell it is. It could be some big money-making scheme. You never know what these people could be financing through these con games of theirs. But yeah, anyway, this is a video is a good heads up for anybody you know. But yeah, if you want, leave some comments or whatever what you'd like to tell these people if they call you, by all means. But yeah, I think that's a good thing to say. All right, that's it for this video.